Hey, what is up everyone? Welcome back to another Gunpla review, and today I'm taking a look at this right here, and of course, it's the high-grade build custom binder gun. And as you can see from the pictures on the box right there, it's both a binder and a gun. Who would have thought? As always, this video right here would not be possible without those awesome people over at Hobby Link Japan, so if you want one of your own, then check out that link down there in the description. So right here on the front of the box, we can see all the options we have here. So like a lot of these build custom kits, it can be assembled in a lot of different ways and used with a lot of different mecha. And what we seem to have is just a standard gun. It has a huge big binder gun, a flight binder, just like we see on this Leo up here, and other weaponized versions of it like these swords/rifles and these kind of glaive variants down here. But anyway, let's take a look around the box. On the side here, we see everything that comes in here. So that means we've got 4 binders, 1 gun handle, 2 of those smaller sword style handles, and then a whole lot of other adapters and bits. There it is, being used with a bunch of other high-grade build divers kits, including the 00 Diver, Gian Altron, and the Leo NPD. Flipping around to the other side, and there's nothing really around here besides the recommended price, which is 600 yen. Open that up, and inside we get 2 bags of parts, as well as that manual. So I assume this is pretty simple to put together. Yep, looks pretty simple. Looks like it's all in gray. Well, of course it is. In here, it shows it being used with the Zeta Gundam, and once again with that Leo MPD. Cracking open the bags. So these right here are a pair of runners we've seen before in 2015 in the Baldin arm set. So nothing new here. These are basically all just the little arm and connecty parts for using the binder gun as a backpack or for attaching it on anywhere you want. Anyway, onto the next bag. And in here we've runner B1 as well as runner B2. And of course these are new for this kit. Now let's chop them out and put them together. So before I get into this right here, which is new for this kit, let's take a look at what was extra on the runner from the kit from 2015. So what we do have is a series of joints. First up is some ball joints in small, medium, and large. They're 3mm peg to 3mm peg. And as well as that, we can assemble 3 different kinds of articulated arms. That's a 3mm peg connected to a 3mm peg with a single joint, a peg on one end, a hole on the other, attached by a single joint, a 3mm hole to a 3mm hole, again a single joint, and next is a double jointed 3mm to 3mm arm, double jointed 3mm peg to a 3mm hole arm, and lastly then is just a hole to hole, double jointed 3mm holes. So of course all of these are for attaching the binders in whatever way you want to whatever you want. Now moving on to what is new in this box. So moving on to the main event in this box, and of course that is the binders themselves. We've got 2 different styles of these and 2 of each style. First off is this one right here, which is the long, narrow, symmetrical style, and then we have the shorter, thicker, asymmetrical one. And once again, we have 2 of those. And the main difference between the 2, besides one being more longer, narrower, and more symmetrical than the other one, is the fact that this one here has 2 attachment holes in it, whereas the longer, narrower one, that has 1. As for the rest of the accessories, we've got this handle, which attaches into the binder just like that. And there you've got a sword/rifle style weapon. Of course, you can make 2 different types. That's this one, as well as this one. Of course, they can just be held in the hand, just like a standard beam rifle, and will look a little something like this. Next then is this handle section for attaching 2 binders together, and of course, there's 3 different combinations here. And that is attaching the 2 narrow ones, attaching the 2 asymmetrical ones. Of course, there is 2 options here. That's them both going the same way, or them both going opposite ways. And lastly then is a combination between the 2. And once again, when you're using them with a mecha, this is exactly what they're going to look like right here. It is also worth mentioning at this point that these are not compatible with every Gundam Build Divers kit. For example, you can't use them with the Cheddar Cheese Master or the Galbadi Rebake. Both of those, the hands are not compatible with this right here. So if you're wondering which ones are, the only ones you could really go by are the ones on the side of the box and around here on the back of the box. Next up then we have these little adapters which kind of look like a surprised face. We have 2 of those, and they're for making them into wing binders. So this time around there isn't a whole lot of option. They pretty much just slot together like this. The adapter connects in like that. This connects in like so. And once again, they really only go on one way. Maybe 2 depending on the side the binder's on, but pretty much just the one way. Then using your choice of joint, pop that in there. And for example, if I was going to use the 00 Diver here, can take off the GN drive section up here, and using this particular joint, pop that on like so. So there is what it looks like with those attached like that, but honestly I think that looks a little wonky, and I think it would look better without the arms. Yeah, that definitely looks better. So once again, there's a quick spin of the Gundam 00 Diver with those binders attached, and unlike the weapon sections that fit into the hands, this just attaches to standard 3mm pegs, so you're probably not going to find as many compatibility issues with these that you will with the weapon versions. So the last up then is the big gun version from off the front of the box. So you start off with this little guy right here. Of course that can be used on its own in the hand like this, but it does look a little bit underwhelming, and those pegs on the top and the bottom look a little bit weird. So first off, you need two of these little guys of the 2015 runner. The long symmetrical ones on the top and the bottom, and the other ones pop onto the side like that and like that. So there it is, finally combined into the binder gun, and this is definitely a pretty cool and pretty powerful looking weapon. So all in all, it's a pretty variable and pretty cool little kit. If you want one of your own, as always, you can check out that link down there in the description. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to come back for more Gunpla reviews, and I'll see you next time.